Hi everyone, I hope you are all well. Today is Monday. Yes, I know I usually do readings for the chat. This evening I hope we have time because the news is coming so fast and furious. I'm wondering if I will have time to cover it all because since 12 o'clock, I think we've had two major events. Barr and Pompeo are implicated in this fiasco, and the Trump, well, I am not surprised. If you guys remember, I did mention, maybe, I believe a few times that Trump, a lot of people around him were going to have legal issues, including some in the Republican Party. And on my way after I left the gym a little while ago, I heard Giuliani got a gift. So it's going to be a fun few months, people. So I hope you have your popcorn ready. I think it's going to be better than I anticipated. And I will go first with Barr. I feel Barr is done. And I will remind everyone and those who don't know me well or who's watching this channel for the first time, I explained a vision I had a couple of months ago. I don't remember exactly because I don't keep track. I'm really bad when it comes to that. Where I saw Barr was grabbed by his collar, by the collar of his shirt, from behind his desk, and they pulled him out. And this afternoon, in fact, after gym, I heard in the news that Barr has been contacting international intelligence people in order for him to be able to prove that the way the whole Mueller report started, well, they're trying to find dirt, basically, and trying to disprove that, well, trying to prove that the Mueller report is bogus. Trump didn't do anything. I don't know how they're going to try to prove a negative, but hey, they can go for it. And they have somebody, an attorney general in Connecticut looking into it. All these things are going to backfire. The top of our government, guys, I never thought I would say that about America, resembles Haiti right now. I'm sorry. This is so crazy. I I mean, I wasn't shocked because I know Pompeo, I said it yesterday or the day before yesterday that forget running for governor, he's not going to win. And I did say a few people will, I mean, not a few, a lot of people in this administration are going to have legal issues. And guess what? They're not going to be able to get away with stonewalling. And that's what I was alluding to maybe Saturday or earlier this morning because I can't recall everything I said and when I said them because I have many conversations in between. I feel like saying Shift and Nancy Pelosi are resolute. Mostly Nancy. Well, she's in charge. She's not playing. She is going after Trump like there is no tomorrow, and everyone else who have broken the law. She's on. The only thing is she's going to go strictly by the book. Her constitution on hand, and she's going to throw it at everyone who had anything to do with this. That's the way I am when I intuitively when I touch with Nancy Pelosi. That's what I am getting, and she's not going to back off. It seems like because I'm seeing a picture of her biting, and she won't let go. So I feel like saying Trump, Barr, even Mnuchin too, is going to have issues. Pompeo, there is a major price these people are going to pay because they are all corrupt. And there are people I don't know their names, and I'm not, well, if I mean, I can intuitively tell you what I am getting people behind the scenes, but who cares? We don't know them. We don't know what they are working on. If they were like that important, I will. I don't want to do that, but anyway, I will go with the people we know. But there are other people I feel intuitively at DOJ and at the Department of State that are going to find themselves in the crosshair of targets of our judicial. What's the right way to say this? They're going to be legally targeted for doing the wrong things. That's what I feel. And the people, it's going to be a lot of people. We are basically, this government is going to be decapitated. I'm sorry, because I'm seeing like the top falling off. And I am beginning to wonder intuitively, I don't feel Pence is standing on solid ground. I don't feel Pence is going to be able to survive the earthquake that's coming. And there is another situation I feel that's coming as well, intuitively. And I've said this way before this started. I said Republicans were going to jump ship. Well, let me back off because I'm seeing something that I saw this afternoon. Don't be surprised if Pompeo decide to turn on Trump. Barr may take a different approach. Okay, now they are all worried because they did not expect for this to turn out this way, at least not so soon. And they did not think they were going to be implicated. They were so smug and thinking they were on top of everything, and it's not turning out that way. But some of them are going to turn on Trump just to save themselves. I don't know exactly when this is going to happen, but it feels like to me it's going to be starting the end of next week. We're going to find out who's going to be looking to make a deal, who's going to turn on Trump because they refuse to go under with the boat. Because basically that's what's going on right now. Trump and his sycophants are drowning. They simply, they are drowning. They simply have not realized that they are drowning. And I feel that once that they are terrified now, and they are trying to figure out what to do. This is still fresh. And something more bad news, I feel, is going to continue to surface for Trump and those people. And there's going to be some finger pointing taking place, blaming each other. And people from behind the scenes that are going to be reporting on Trump and those guys, there are people we will never know or never see. But there is going to be a lot of, besides some people testifying in front of Congress in person, there are going to be people behind the scene as well, feeding information, as they have been doing, but there's going to be a lot more now, intuitively speaking, I feel, that's going to be taking place. The Mnuchin will find himself in trouble because of that IRS whistleblower. That's they're trying to accommodate right now, on how to go about having him either testify in person or however they're going to work this thing out. I feel they will. I don't feel Democrats have any choice. They're not going to be in public. The whistleblowers are not going to be shown to the public, and I know a lot of people are asking me questions. Will they be safe? Absolutely. Our government can handle these thugs. And that's why Trump came into the White House with his own security guy, that tall guy that was there, I forget his name. Trump, besides trying to create his own shadow government, he wanted to have his own shadow security detail as well. Unfortunately for him, that didn't work out so well. He had to let that guy go. But and ICE, he didn't have enough time to turn ICE into his own police force. And I feel like saying, people, and I think I've said this a few times over the past months, that him and Putin had a plan. So if you see him right now acting big, Trump basically, he's getting so desperate. It feels like, to me, if there is a way he can declare some kind of national emergency or something, I don't think anyone is going to follow. Congress will, step in because of what's going on. He'll do it. And that's why he's making all those pronouncements. Schiff should be interrogated and all those kind of crazy things. Yes, he's nuts. But it is things that he's spoken to people at the White House about, things that he's wondering what he can do to stop what's going on, the investigation, the impeachment, and everything else. But so far, nothing has worked. But I feel within the next week, I believe I mentioned that today, he's going to realize he has no choice, because Nancy Pelosi is holding the Constitution, holding the book, that little book, right up like this, and going after Trump and his acolytes. Nothing Trump can do at this point to recover from this or to get out of it. And I know I've seen some notes, people asking me or saying that they think Trump still can maneuver his way out of this. No. His poll numbers will not recover. And I just heard this just right before I came on. I was watching Matthew on MSNBC, Hardball. He said that Trump said if 50%, if the polls show that 50% of Americans are for him are in favor of impeachment proceedings, he will start to worry. Well, I feel he's been worrying all along. The only difference is going to be now he's freaking out. Well, freaking out doesn't even describe what I sense is going on behind the scenes. This man has lost it. He's simply, because he thought, he was hoping that he was going to at least last another 4 years. With what's coming out, even his most ardent supporters are going to abandon him. And yes, so senators are going to turn on him. Congress people are going to turn on him as well. So Trump is in trouble. I know it hasn't happened yet, but the type of news we're gonna hear, they're gonna have enough cover to just turn on Trump because they can't stand him. A lot of them, except for Getz, Jim Jordan, and people, and their friends. I forget the name, how they call that, that organization they call the Tea Party, whatever they call it right now. But my prediction is I would be surprised if Trump doesn't jump ship because it's going to be too much for him to handle. He may even get sick because of all of this. Pompeo, Barr, Mnuchin, that guy, Secretary of Commerce, the older gentleman who's always falling asleep. I forget his name right now. I can see his face, but I can't think of his name. Wilbur, as well. All these people are going to have legal issues. So, and the other person, once this is settled, there is going to be a cleansing in our politics. Republicans are going to lose, well, they're going to have to change their tactics. They gerrymandered all the districts in order for them to be able to stay in power, and that was not sufficient. Now they are trying to use the international community to be able to elect presidents. Imagine that. So, and there is something else. The courts will not tolerate those behaviors. There is going to be a major price for these people to pay. We thought Spiro Agnew and the people who got caught during the Nixon era, a lot of people went to jail. I feel this time, well, it's going to be worse this time because these offenses are a lot worse. It's national security, and I feel Nancy Pelosi and her leadership, I feel they are using the right approach. I am seeing Pelosi bite, and she's not letting go. And it feels like to me, as she has proven to us, that she's pretty stubborn. Constitution on one hand, armed with her teeth. Trump and his sycophants are in trouble. That's my word for this evening. A few people asked me questions. Somebody told me, Roach, I saw that, they posted it in the comment, was asking about Barr, Pompeo, and Ivanka or something like that. They were all in Italy. I don't feel, given what's going on, and believe it or not, there are certain things I am not going to say, people. When this is over, I'll say some of the stuff that more about what I have been feeling, because I'm not going to put out certain things. But I feel like saying those guys, Pompeo, they follow Trump. They're dumb enough to follow Trump, but they're not stupid. Trump is not very bright, but they're very smart. They did a couple of dumb things. They know better than to go and try to meet anybody that has to do, anyone that's connected to Putin behind the scene. I believe that's what they were asking. I don't think so. I feel they were in an intelligence hunt. That's what Barr has been doing, contacting foreign intelligence from different countries, to get dirt on how the Mueller report started, how the dossier was, how they got the dossier, and all that kind of stuff. I feel they're spinning their wheels. nobody's going to believe them. And Pompeo is doing some kind of investigation at, he has, I believe, contacted over 100 people who used to work with Hillary Clinton. Department of State Security, I believe, is doing investigating. And they, oh yes, somebody asked me that question as well. They reclassified or retroactively classified a lot of those emails. They're just trying to get people in trouble. They're just trying to find something to say, and guess what? It's going to blow up in their faces. None of those things are going to be effective. They're not going to be able to fight. Well, everything is black and white. I mean, did we watch yesterday Stephen Miller look like an idiot? Jim Jordan on CNN, this guy was taken apart. They were not able to come up with a good argument or a convincing argument to help Trump. They both flunked. Even Graham was on CBS. They're all getting laughed at today. The point I'm trying to make is, intuitively speaking, my prediction, they will not succeed in finding a way to save Trump. They will all, like I have always been saying for a long time now, fail. Not going to work. So, just keep watching them with your popcorns. Well, don't eat too much popcorn. Don't get fat, but enjoy. In my opinion, I just when I came here after gym this afternoon, it was around 3 o'clock. I was shocked. I mean, it's I knew we were going to have more news, but Pompeo actually taking part in that call, I was like, oh my God. So this is going to be interesting. As I looked at the screen, and the first question I saw, Tracy is asking, will Roe be overturned? I don't think so. I don't see that. You know what? We're going to be so busy with what's going on. Well, there are a lot of women in power now, and there are going to be more women in power. Those old guys who wants to control women ovaries are going to be out of power. So there's going to be a balance. So the notion that all those male Republicans that are having their girlfriends behind the scene having abortion, that's not going to work. So no, I don't feel Roe is going to be overturned. I'm not seeing that at all. And you know something? Like I said, there is going to be a cleansing that's taking place after Trump leaves office. If I was Kavanaugh, I would not be sleeping too comfortably because he lied. Kavanaugh may still have trouble. And other incompetent judges that are on the bench right now that Trump nominated and McConnell put through, there's going to be a review of those guys as well. So it's going to be very interesting. So no Roe versus Wade. That Roe's not going anywhere. Okay, Cherry Path is asking, is Trump smart enough to put a hit on the whistleblower? No. Cherry Path, everything Trump is doing right now, he's trying to find something that will stick. Okay, Trump, he's got only one mode. He thinks he can bully everybody, bluster, like they say in real estate. He thinks he's selling America a condo. If you notice, the guy is dumb as rock, him and his entire family. And someone asked me what's going to happen to Ivanka and her husband. I forget his name. I'm getting a little carried away here because I'm just like so shocked, which I shouldn't be. Kushner, I feel they too. I mean, this just started, people. Just hang on, okay? The whistleblowers are going to be fine. And these people, all of them, I'm sorry, I forgot to include Ivanka and Jared among the top people in Trump circles that are going to be in legal trouble. So have your popcorn ready. Enjoy. Right now, I mean, I'm just this afternoon when I heard when I knew Barr was going to have problems, okay, because of that vision I told you guys. Pompeo, I knew he was going to have issues as well. But when I heard Barr went outside of this country, he didn't, instead of consulting with our intelligence community, he went and consulted with foreign intelligence. And, you know, guys, I've told you, a couple of times that I've a bit concerned about Trump's behavior with Putin, stuff like that. I feel I was right. I feel validated because there is a lot more that's going to come out. And that guy, MBS, all these communications will come out, I predict. Okay? We haven't learned anything yet. This is just the beginning. But I was shocked nonetheless when I heard Barr went and contacted foreign intelligence and Pompeo was on the call and he was denying it. But I should have known better because they all work for a liar. If they weren't liars themselves, they wouldn't be working for him. Just like the acting ambassador, Ukrainian ambassador, our ambassador in Ukraine, he resigned. The minute this thing started going, he just resigned. He's gonna tell everything he knows, and Trump is not going to be able to stop him. Okay, I am going to look for more questions. Pat is asking, will the person I'm waiting to call do so soon? I'm getting one, Pat. So within the next week or two. I don't feel it's one day. Maybe it's one day. I don't think so. So let me know. Okay. Hello is saying, hi Milu. Will we be moving off the Big Island back to the main island soon? I don't know what you mean by soon, but you know what I'm seeing, this is in my frame of reference. As I was reading the question, I'm seeing a canoe going from one place to another. Because when I was in my country, where the place I was born in Haiti, we had a couple of islands that are part of Haiti. In fact, my father was born in one of them. So in order for me to go from the capital to the place where my father was born, we either had to fly or we go by boat. So that's the picture I got. So I feel like saying yes, at some point, and in the not too distant future, you will move to the main island. Okay, hello. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let me make sure. One thing I want to make sure I mention. Oh yes, somebody still asks. There are some people, I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I think I did, but I will repeat because there are a lot of people are concerned about Trump talking about starting a civil war or stuff like that. In my opinion, that's a lot of baloney. Please don't even lose sleep over this. The same crazies, racist and white supremacist criminals that who have intentions of harming people, yeah, those people will go out and do things and act crazy. But I don't see anybody taking to the street with their weapons and try to do anything. And I feel Trump is dreaming. Okay, I'm not saying it's gonna be when he's removed, and yes, he will be removed. There is no way. If I feel intuitively speaking, after I got home this afternoon, this earlier today, I thought, well, I was looking, maybe he may stand a chance of lasting. But when I came home this afternoon and I heard the news, I'm like, okay, this is 100% done. And also, I mean, his removal. And also, McConnell says if he's impeached, the Senate will take it up. From what I understand, he left some kind of way out. I don't think Trump is going to wait for this to go to the Senate. It's going to be too much for him to take. He's going to leave. And Nancy Pelosi is not going to play games. She has already given him a major warning this past Saturday. She was interviewed in Texas. In any event, don't lose sleep over this civil war stuff. This is Trump baloney, if I may put it that way. Okay, people are not going to die for Trump, except, like I said, the white supremacists who want to kill people anyway. Besides those, I don't see anybody in their right mind doing anything. No. If I see it, I'll let you know. But right now, I don't think so. And I would be shocked if anything of that sort does take place. Okay, I think I covered everything. And Mitch McConnell I was looking at him this afternoon when I got here, since yesterday off and on. He's a weasel. He has to find a way to survive this and a lot of things that he has done. So what he's going, if this guy, watch how he's going to sell Trump in order for him to survive, in order for him to look good, in order for him to be reelected. Watch, because a lot of things that are coming out that Trump has done, okay, involving, in fact, the Australian Prime Minister, he asked the Australian Prime Minister he tried to coerce the Australian Prime Minister to helping him. Okay, it's not only the Ukraine. I'm sorry, I don't think I mentioned that. So McConnell is looking for cover for himself in order for him to look good, because he's going to have enough to take the mantle as if he's a leader, okay, so he can survive. He's on survival mode. McConnell is not going to do anything for anyone else. He's going to do it in order for McConnell to survive. Okay. I think I answered all the questions. Let me go all the way down and see. Come on. Okay, I'm going to have to buy another computer. Tracy says, Lori and Marietta have important questions that if I can locate them. Can you please post the questions, please? I am looking at the bottom of the screen. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Patricia is saying Lori's service dog recovery and money to pay vet. Oh, Lori's service dog is at the vet. I feel she's gonna have the dog back. I don't know exactly how she's gonna get the money, but yeah, I feel it's gonna be okay. Is it a white dog? Or a light colored dog? Because I'm seeing either a light or white colored dog. I don't know if they can call me, but Marietta's son has legal issues. Oh boy. Marietta, I hope your son has get good. Oh my God! Somebody gave me I'm sorry. I hope your son has good legal representation, okay? Make sure of that. If he does, yes. Thank you very much. Somebody gave me, I don't know who that is. Let me click on it. Okay. Kate, thank you very much. I'm sorry, I was so busy talking, I did not see you. I don't know if anyone else uh, gave me super chat. I appreciate it, Kate, and thank you for your generosity. I didn't see anything at the top of the thing, so I hope I didn't miss anybody. And anyone, I appreciate your support. Oh my God, I almost forgot to mention this. I crossed 7,000 today, but I'm not keeping my hopes high because I'll get a number of subscribers and then they go back down. But it's nice to see the number 7,000 subscribers. I know it's peanuts compared to some other channels, but I appreciate everyone's support and for helping me get cross 7,000. Before I came on, it was at 7,004. So thank you everyone for your support and for enabling me to get to that number of subscribers. I promise I will continue to do the best I can and also only get the truth from me, even, if it's disappointing, I am not going to make up anything. And I will always try to find a way to validate what I see. And I will continue to do the same. So thanks everyone for your support. Those at home and in the chat, all my subscribers who watch this. I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier at the beginning of the stream. I meant to, but I was so excited about all the news that were breaking and I lost track. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me scroll. Kibi is asking, will the blowback against the Republicans flip? Oh yeah, the gerrymandering stuff, it may take a little longer than we think or we would like, but no, the gerrymandering that they've been doing this thing is going to be eliminated because Democrats are not going to stand for that anymore. Thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. Thanks. I really thank you. Thank you. Okay. And also, well, that's what I was trying to say earlier. They're not satisfied with gerrymandering districts. Now they, spreading in the international arena, seeking for help to keep them in power. And Nancy Pelosi is going to tie a nice bow tie around their necks and should, give them, using the law, throw the books at them. Let's put it that way. Okay. Have a good night, Bao. All right, let's see. I'm scrolling up. All right, people. I think Wendy's saying Putin is nervous starting today. The Russians are saying we need their permission in order for us to release their transcript. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier today. Yes, you're right. Yeah, I because Trump is is subservient to Putin, so they think they're going to tell the rest of America how to run our country. They know better, but I'm not quite sure what they're thinking. So it's going to be interesting because it's going to come out. Whatever the readout is, we're going to hear it. If it has, secrets, like I've been saying, no, we won't hear everything. But yeah, we're going to hear it. Okay, everyone. The half hour went by really fast. It's 8:38. Oh, my God. Thank you. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for spending time with me. I will be back tomorrow. I'm sure we're going to have more news. Believe me, it's going to come fast at us. Hopefully we will be able to keep up. So that's why I'm glad I do live. I don't have to record a video and then edit it and then take a whole bunch of time. I can just come on and do it. So that was one of the purposes of me going live streaming every day. And in any event, thank you for your support. Thank you for helping me cross 7,000. I hope it climbs a little more. It doesn't go back down, but it's fine too. But at least I was able to see 7,000 next to my name. Again, thank you everyone. Have a good night or a good afternoon where you are, or good morning. In Australia, it's probably morning now. I will see you tomorrow at 12. Bye.